All right, guys, so we've got an amazing adventure on our hands today. I'm here with the one and only J Philly Retro and his son, Steven. Steven, we need to get you a YouTube name.
Yeah, exactly.
You need one. So these two guys picked me up today. We're going to head over to New Jersey for an amazing private pick. We're looking at, what, 75,000 items that this
Guy said he's
got.
got 75,000 items in his house.
Yeah, so I can't wait to see what this guy has. It started off with a simple, I want a couple of these wax packs that you've got listed on Facebook Marketplace, and it is now turned into probably what is going to turn in for you guys one of the most epic Dibdit shows ever, because I'm going to be selling a lot of the stuff that I find there on Dibdit. And then I'm looking for, we don't even know what we're getting into, do we?
Could be anything.
Power Rangers, Motu, Dick Tracy trading cards, who the hell knows? But let's go check it out.
Let's go.
So far, we got pickup number one, this super cool Power Rangers Ninja Storm gun. I never even knew this thing. I think it's a super soaker, so that's pretty cool.
Upstairs is basically, like I said, there's vintage clothes, music, and DVDs and VHS and all that in one room. I think sets. I have a whole, like I said, there's all the sets are up there.
Yeah.
Probably 2,000 or 3,000%.
I just got that other one doing wrestling.
Yeah, yeah. And then, yeah, the other room is comic books, vinyl, and like I said, all the arts and stuff. There's okay, cool art up there too. If you guys are interested in any of that.
I set all that Power Ranger stuff down over there. I don't know if you saw it, Anthony.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Okay, cool. I'll still watch your video, even though you don't feature the inside of it. If you make a video of this later, I still will watch it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So as you can tell, there's not a lot of footage from inside there. Like, one of the first things that happened when we walked in was that he said that we couldn't record, which is weird because when he talked to James, he totally was like
2 days ago.
Yeah, he was like, come in and record, you know, make a video out of it. And we're gonna be sitting down eating lunch. We're gonna maybe go over some of the stuff we got.
Yeah, we'll go through it.
But it didn't turn out nearly like we were expecting. Like, I was expecting a lot more collectibles, Masters of the Universe, you know, any types of toys like that, judging by from like what James had seen in some pictures, and it just did not turn out that way. So yeah, we'll see you guys in a few minutes, and then I mean, James got a little bit more footage than I did. I wasn't finding anything that would really excite me, so I just kind of left it there. Alright, so we're out to lunch. We decided to stop and get some wings and french fries and stuff like that, and some pizza for Steven. What was that we just went to?
I don't know. Like I said, when I talked to the guy on Facebook, I found him through a marketplace ad. I've talked to him all week, and asking him questions, asking him, you know, if it's okay if we come and film. I explained to him I do like a channel where I find thrift store scores and toys and all kinds of stuff. And he's like, oh yeah, no problem. He's like, what's your YouTube channel? So I gave him the YouTube channel, and J Philly Retro, by the way. Go subscribe.
It's already been thrown up on the screen
Right.
6 times by now, by the way.
Just in case they forget, you know. But he sent me a message back. He's like, yeah, man, I subscribed to you. We're good to go. And I told him, I said, my buddy's coming too. He does a reselling channel. No problem. As soon as we get there, he opens the door before we even come in the house. He's like, by the way, I decided, I changed my mind. I don't want any filming in the house today. I looked at Anthony and Steven, I was like, what? And so we made our way through the house, and yeah, it was quite an event.
Steven, you got any words on this? You can go. This is my channel, not your dad's, so
Yeah, say whatever you want.
say whatever you want.
Fucking hell!
He watched over us like a hawk.
Yeah, that dude. It was like a what do they call a helicopter?
Yeah, it was like a helicopter parent
Like
almost.
he was on top of us every 5 minutes. What was it, like 5 minutes?
I don't even know if we got a 5-minute break.
I don't think we got a 5-minute break.
Like. Yeah, that was. It was seriously like super duper uncomfortable with how often, and I don't know. I was trying to give the benefit of the doubt of like, I get it. It's your house. You don't want stuff being stolen.
Yeah.
But then he also
Which
had
he told us 400 times.
Yes, and I'm like, but he also scheduled like there was at least 4 or 5 other different people.
Yeah.
Like at the end, right before we left, there was like an entire family that came in.
Right.
So I'm like, I get what you're trying to do. I'm like, then set up time blocks or something. And there was a point I was trying to buy a bunch of wax packs. They were all in a bin, very like, you know, thrown in randomly. And I was gonna buy a whole bunch for Shane, Soda City Flips, because he had told me, you know, when you go to the sale, like, I'm doing that for my card opening channel. And so I was gonna try to buy a bunch of them. I was like, okay, so they're $2 a piece, right? And he's like, no, well, they might be. He's like, I have to go through, and he did for everything, even during checkout. He like went through every single thing instead of like, you know, kind of maybe like grouping stuff together. And I know, guys, like, it's kind of controversial. People can charge whatever they want type of thing, but I'm like, I would have cleared out probably half this dude's house if we were getting better deals. Like, we left early. We didn't even go upstairs and see the other rooms. Like, I probably would have bought all of his comic books or something if it was like, hey, give me a price. What's the price in your mind?
Yeah.
You need to get rid of stuff. I'll buy it all.
He didn't even want to hear it. He didn't want to negotiate nothing.
No, and so like I was getting ready to do that deal for Shane where I was just gonna be like, if they're $2 a piece, let me call. And I actually said it out loud. I was like, I gotta make a phone call. And then I was like, I said I gotta make a phone call. And I was like, you know, these are $2 a piece. No, well, you know, like Dick Tracy might be $2, but you know, if you're looking for Back to the Future, like those might be $5. I'm like, bro, that's not even what we discussed before coming up here.
Yep.
So, I don't know. We're gonna go over some of what we found. James, you can see what James got on his channel, and then I'll go over some of the stuff I got. I picked up a few pieces for myself and a couple things to try to resell, but I honestly think it'll be hard to recoup the $100 I spent. All right, guys. So we've got pretty much all the stuff laid out here that I ended up picking up from this sale. Like I said, I don't know. Overall, I was kind of disappointed with how it went. I think it's actually going to be kind of hard for me to recoup my money here, but I did find some cool stuff for my own personal collection. I'll start off with this Lightspeed Rescue Battleizer. I'll show you a comp up here. These go for about like $30-35, not too terrible, but I'm probably going to end up keeping that. I found these Masked Riders collector's plates, which I'm pretty sure these are, or not collector's plates, sorry, these paper plates. Duh. I think they're all the same design. I'm just going to open up the pack and hang one on the wall, basically. Like, I even feel way overcharged for this at $2. But I found this little PVC figure Masked Rider. I didn't even look them up. You know, it just falls more in line with that, with the whole, you know, Power Rangers and vintage toy stuff that I like to collect. We've got the Zord here that Steven found me. This, like I said, has been in my you know, on my bucket list for a while. It does actually look like there's no battery corrosion really, because it looks like it'll still light up. So that'll be a nice shelf sitter. And then James found me this. We actually exchanged like presents this morning when we met up. This transforming Wild Force Red Ranger. I think that's super cool. So that's for me, my personal collection. I was gonna try to resell this guy here, but then I looked more into it. It's a 2002 Power Rangers Ninja Storm Super Soaker. I kind of thought it would be worth a lot more money than it was, and it's not. So I guess that just goes in the personal collection. A couple random things over here to this side, like this I'm gonna try to resell, and the only reason I'm gonna try to resell it is it's a promotional copy. And you see in the back it says, for promotional use only, not for sale. A little Halloween Winnie the Pooh. I overpaid on this, I'm quite sure. Steven pointed this out to me, this Tonka RC car. Hopefully it's working. I'm not sure, the battery lit up for a second when I turned it on, but I don't have a charger for it, but that should be worth some good money as long as it's working. Little Spider Slayer from the 1994 Spider-Man cartoon. This little lot, this is where most of my money ended up going. Like I said, it was really annoying that, like, he literally charged us $1 a piece on these. So James ended up putting all of his back, and I ended up picking them up for me. I mean, I don't know. There's like 40 or 50 figures in here, I guess, so I'm probably going to try to run an auction, started at $50, and hopefully it goes well. Maybe I'll sell them on DibDid. I'm not sure, honestly, what I'm going to do with them. If I do them on DibDid, you know, I'll be starting them at $2 a piece, and hopefully I get some homies collectors in there and make some of my money back. I got this vintage, I think these were Burger King Pokemon Venonat top. I don't know if these are worth much. I know the Gengar ones are worth about like $12 or $13. I'm not sure about Venonat. I got myself a Transformer here. I believe this is Optimus Prime from some series or other. It's from 1992. Again, I'll look more into it later. And you'll see comps on the screen, obviously. I did do pretty good with this little Transformer. I'll show you the comp there. And it's, I think they go for like 25, 30 bucks, something like that. And then everything else, I don't know. You know, I'll look into it. I'll flash a couple quick comps on the screen. So that is what we've got left over. Now, if you guys want to see the stuff that James picked up, make sure and go check out his channel, J Philly Retro Toys. You guys know I've shouted him out many times. If you're not subscribed, I don't know what the hell you're doing. So go check that out. Go check out his home. Go check out that his stuff over there. We're gonna go hit up a couple of thrift stores in the area and try to finish out the day, just because with how kind of a light day this ended up being for this private pick. So come on, let's go. So we're gonna try to salvage some of the rest of the day. So we are now at the Restore, Habitat for Humanity. Let's go see what we can find inside of here. I think we were in Marlton, New Jersey. We're gonna try that again, because apparently we can't read. So this is the actual front of the store, not the door that we were just at. A lot different than the Restores I'm used to coming into, that's for sure. This looks like mostly furniture and stuff here. This is home decor. We got our patented copyright music. Alright, so that was another strikeout right there. So me and James are not having any luck, but hopefully we can turn that around here at the Goodwill. Just for James, today we're going to be doing some chilling and Goodwilling. That's right, I use his corny catchphrase. So far we've only found a couple items. Like I said, that Sonic shirt for my son, little Nyko battery pack, and then we found some kind of Christmas decor home item. We're over here in the electronics section. I'm going to take a good look through most of this, and I'll let you know if I find anything cool. Yeah, we ended up making it full circle. I'm just gonna grab these few things down here. 3 to resell, 1 for my son. Not sure what James grabbed. There was some cool stuff, just prices weren't matching up for what you could get for them for resale, so unfortunately had to leave a bunch behind. But definitely a better stop than the last 2. All right, guys, so we're just gonna say goodbye to James. James, thank you so much for driving us around.
No problem, man.
And yeah, I mean, you guys saw what we picked up. You heard our complaints and stuff about this sale, but I had a good time hanging out with James, and that's all that really matters, especially hanging out with James and Steven. And Steven's back there, passed the F out.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, we don't get to do this often enough, so it was fun hanging out today.
All right, guys, so thank you so much for coming along with us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the next one.
See ya.
See ya.